Hi, this is Ray Wallace at Homebridge Financial. Today, I want to send out the love to renters. They need a lot of love right now. Freddie Mac just came out with a report that says 84% of renters believe that it's more affordable to rent than to buy. And we just got the CPI report, the Consumer Price Index inflation report that's talking about how rents are going up nationally by 3.8% again. 3.7, I believe, last year. So they're going up pretty quick. You buy a house, your mortgage payment doesn't go up. It stays the same if you have a fixed rate loan. So I have this tool here that you can see, and we're going to run the thing right on the video here, so you can see what we're doing. We're going to compare in our area, Whitman County, Washington, a $250,000 home. And we're going to choose the state. And I can do this for anybody. We can change the parameters, but first of all, we're going to look at, the market rent for something like this would probably be around $1,400, $1,434 in this case. The renter is going to have renter's insurance, so there's a cost there. And in our area, we're looking at a 3.4% increase in rents annually. So then we look at the property. We've got a $250,000 property. Probably taxes around there. Your homeowner's insurance, that looks maybe a little high, but let's keep it there. Your taxes are going to increase probably over time, maybe 2% a year. You're going to have repairs on this house, and you're going to sell this house at some point, and it might cost you 6% to pay commissions to a realtor to do so. And you're going to get a loan for this home. So you've got a $250,000 house. Let's say we're putting 5% down because we can do something pretty cool here. On a 30-year conventional fixed rate. We got monthly mortgage insurance, but let's say you're a first-time home buyer. We're going to do a single premium. You got excellent credit score, and now you don't have a monthly mortgage insurance payment. We're going to finance that in for you. Brings your costs down, especially if you're going to hold the house for probably about 3 years usually. So we've got your closing costs estimated there. And let's say we're just going to hold it for 5 years instead of 9. And we're going to look at the appreciation rate for our area rather than a custom, looking at Washington, Whitman County in this case. Historical appreciation, forecasted appreciation. Let's look at forecasted because that's what we think is going to happen in this area. You're in the 22% tax bracket, married, filing jointly. So we go back up to the top and look at our report. So you got to purchase, you're going to have $1,148 in principal and interest plus your taxes, insurance, and your total payment is $1,531 compared to your $1,434 in rent. Remember that some of this $1,531 up here is principal. That's going towards the principal balance. So that's equity you're building in your home. And so over here you can see what that looks like. So here's the dark blue is your mortgage payment. And it's pretty steady there. Here's your rent payment. So after just a couple of years, that starts going higher than your payment. But what are the real long-term effects after you cash out and sell this property in the future? First of all, your cash flow difference based on your payments over 5 years, you about $1,000 or so better for buying. The property is going to appreciate at about 3.57% per year over the next 5 years. And so that gives you almost $48,000 there. You got amortization gain. This is you making payments on your mortgage. So you're buying down your principal, you're paying down your principal by about $22,000, $23,000. And so you're gaining equity in your home by doing that, making those monthly payments. But you also have a cost. If you're going to sell this and it's going to cost you 6% to sell, to list it with a realtor, then you've got $17,000 there. The tax benefit probably, depending on your situation, may be different, but probably not a tax benefit just because the standard deduction is now $24,000 for this tax bracket, and you're not going to pay that much interest on this loan. So if we show this results here, we're going to show kind of the overall year by year, what are the determining factors, because this helps figure out how long you're planning on holding the house and whether or not it pencils to buy a home versus rent. So you can see if you're thinking that you're going to be having this house for 2 years, or you're going to be in the area for 2 years, then you probably do not want to buy. But after that, that's when you start seeing a return on your money. And you can see it's going up really fast here. But that's, in short, a little rent versus buy comparison. We can change these numbers for your specific situation. Give me a call. I'll be happy to help you with this. Like, share, comment. Always need new ideas for these videos. Anyways, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.